I did make every effort to include the latest scientific studies. Please note, though, that research is constantly changing, and one clinical trial cannot always cover diverse bodies and communities. Individual responses to food, supplements, treatments, and skincare products may vary based on genetics, environment, and other factors. Relying on a single doctor can be risky as errors and biases can occur. Listen to as many medical experts and natural medicine clinicians as possible. My sources and references are posted in the description box below.
In this presentation, emotional impact and coping challenges among women with uterine fibroids, foods to avoid to reduce the risk of developing uterine fibroids, best foods and 3 potential natural remedies for uterine fibroids supported by limited human studies, and what can you do to avoid wasting your time and money on supplements that probably won't work for you. In a study published in the Journal of Psychosomatic Research in 2015, researchers recruited 60 women with symptomatic uterine fibroids. The majority of participants experienced strong emotional reactions to their fibroids, such as fear, anxiety, anger, and depression. Half of the women felt powerless and believed they lacked control over their condition. Many struggled with negative self-image and concerns about intimacy due to worries about their appearance. Additionally, several women expressed a lack of support in coping with these challenges. And according to a prospective cohort study published in 2010, there is an association between consuming a diet with a high glycemic index and an increased risk of developing uterine fibroids in some women. A high glycemic index diet typically consists of foods that cause a rapid spike in blood sugar levels after consumption, such as processed carbohydrates and sugary foods. Also, it's estimated that there are tens of thousands of unregulated chemicals in use today, and many of these substances can function as endocrine-disrupting chemicals. Exposure to such chemicals during pregnancy and childhood has been linked to health issues like fibroids and endometriosis in women. According to a 2016 scientific review, vitamin D deficiency is linked to uterine fibroids. In a rat study, significant reductions in uterine fibroids, up to 75%, were observed with high doses of vitamin D3. This suggests a potential role for vitamin D3 in managing uterine fibroids. Although the doses used in the studies were higher than the recommended daily intake for humans, they remained within established safety limits. The sun is your best source of vitamin D. However, it's important to balance sun exposure to avoid harmful effects like skin damage and increased risk of skin cancer. The findings of a 2010 study suggest that in the UK, Caucasian adults can help attain sufficient but suboptimal vitamin D status by exposing 35% of their skin surface to midday sunlight for 13 minutes 3 times a week during the summer. People with darker skin may need longer exposure to sunlight. The appropriate exposure time should be based on your skin's sensitivity to sunlight. It's crucial to avoid sunburn regardless of your skin type. Few foods are naturally rich in vitamin D3. The best sources are fatty fish like salmon and tuna and fish liver oils. Smaller amounts are found in egg yolks, cheese, and beef liver.
By the way, before I continue, if you're new here, I'm Jera from the Philippines. Welcome to my channel where I share my knowledge and discoveries gained from reading scientific journals and books written by doctors and natural medicine clinicians. I have a strong interest in subjects related to health and wellness, especially natural remedies, personal development, dogs, and cats. Some of my favorite books are Dissolving Illusions, Disease, Vaccines, and The Forgotten History by Dr. Susan Humphreys and Roman Bystrianik. Vitamin C, The Real Story, The Remarkable and Controversial Story of Vitamin C by Dr. Steve Hickey and Dr. Andrew Saul, and Atomic Habits by James Clear. If you're also a pet lover, somewhat health conscious, and have an insatiable thirst for new knowledge, I invite you to consider subscribing. Also, after watching this presentation, you might want to check out 12 health benefits of alpha-lipoic acid backed by human studies and 18 health benefits of NAC and acetylcysteine backed by human studies. The links are in the description box below.
Moving on, according to a case control study published in 2016, high consumption of broccoli, cabbage, Chinese cabbage, tomato, and apple seems to be a protective factor for uterine fibroids. The study was conducted at a single hospital, though, which may not be representative of the broader population. The findings may not be generalizable to other demographics or geographic regions. Additionally, the dietary assessment in the study may have been limited in scope, focusing primarily on the consumption of specific foods like broccoli, cabbage, Chinese cabbage, tomato, and apple. Other dietary components that could impact fibroid risk, such as overall dietary patterns or nutrient intake, were not thoroughly evaluated. Cimicifuga racemosa is the scientific name of black cohosh. Researchers investigated whether it had any effect on reducing the size of uterine fibroids and how this compared to the effects of tibolone, a medication commonly used for managing menopausal symptoms. This randomized, double-blind controlled study was conducted in China and published in 2014. 244 patients aged 40 to 60 years with menopausal symptoms participated in this study. They were equally divided into two groups, 40 milligrams of black cohosh extract per day and tibolone 2.5 milligrams per day for 3 months. Results showed that the median volume of uterine fibroids decreased significantly by approximately 30% in patients treated with black cohosh extract, while it increased by about 4.7% in those treated with tibolone. The percentage changes in volume, mean diameter, and geometric mean diameter between the black cohosh group and the tibolone group were all statistically significant. Based on these findings, the conclusion drawn is that black cohosh is an effective herbal medicinal product for patients with uterine fibroids or myomas. It not only provides relief from menopausal symptoms, but also inhibits the growth of uterine fibroids, in contrast to tibolone. The issue with black cohosh is that there have been concerns about its potential hepatotoxicity. The possible liver-damaging effects are attributed to catechol found in black cohosh, which can convert to electrophilic quinones and cause injury through free radical mechanisms. However, multiple retrospective studies, prospective studies, and meta-analyses have found a lack of evidence demonstrating a direct causal relationship between black cohosh and liver injury. Green tea also shows promise as a therapeutic agent for women with symptomatic fibroids. In a double-blinded, placebo-controlled trial published in 2013, 39 women with symptomatic uterine fibroids were randomly assigned to receive either 800 milligrams of green tea extract or 800 milligrams of brown rice daily for 4 months. The green tea extract group experienced a significant reduction, 32.6% in fibroid size, along with improved symptoms and quality of life. Long-term use of high-dose green tea extract also carries a risk of liver damage for some individuals. Research from Rutgers University identified 2 specific genetic variants related to liver stress in response to green tea extract. So, before you think about taking high-dose green tea extract supplements, keep in mind this potential risk and factor in things like your genetic profile. Before taking any supplement, it's best to consult a doctor or a natural medicine clinician for guidance. If you have a known kidney or liver condition, your doctor may suggest regular monitoring of your kidney and liver function through blood tests. Once you get an approval from your doctor, there are high-quality black cohosh or green tea supplements available on iHerb.com. To save up, use APT0317 at checkout. This special discount code does not expire, so you can cash in on it whenever you shop on iHerb.com. You might want to save this code to save money every time you shop on iHerb.com. Just remember, what works for some people may not necessarily work for everyone. If you already tried it all and followed many doctors and health gurus, but nothing worked, you may find the answer by doing some digging into your genes. If you want to get to the root cause of some of your health issues, the first step is to find your problem genes. Taking personalized supplements based on your DNA may also help, and Self-Decode can help you with that. Self-Decode provides personalized health recommendations based on a combination of your DNA, labs, and environmental factors. There are just too many diets, supplements, and health hacks out there to waste your time and money on stuff that probably isn't going to work for you. So if you want to experiment in the most efficient and effective way, click on the link in the description box below to check out Self-Decode and unlock your own genetic blueprint.
If you've learned something you didn't know before watching this presentation and you appreciate the time I invested in researching, writing, and creating this presentation, please give this video a like. If you're interested in looking and feeling your best and exploring natural solutions, please consider subscribing. Thanks for watching!